I'm so tired. She's taking Pepsid. We're out here struggling. Struggling.
See, that's why we should have called in tonight. Okay, because tomorrow they're short.
They won't be short. We'll be fine. I'm about to call in sick tomorrow. My hair looks sick.
We cannot call in sick tomorrow.
Why?
We're in trouble because they have like no nurses. My eyebrows look way too dark.
Listen, I have a lot of nurses in the ED. We're like walking over each other down there.
Oh, well.
So today, they gave us Indian food again. This is amazing. They freaking gave us malai kofta, samosas, roti. Some people on the line were like, I love Indian food. Oh my gosh, yeah, I love Indian food. And I was like, oh my gosh, they have samosas. And she's like, oh, what are samosas? Can you really love Indian food that much and not know what samosas are? I feel like samosas are like the ABCs of Indian food. So like I was a little bit confused about that. Night number 13 in the bags. I cannot believe that I've worked 13 nights in a row so far. You guys know that I have never worked, I told you in the first video, I've never worked more than 3 days or nights in a row in my entire nursing career because I am a punk and I don't like to do that. So I'm kind of like, it's kind of like a self-accomplishment for myself as well. Like, I guess I can do it. Just don't tell my jobs that I can do it because then they might require it of me. Oh, it's raining.
Oh, we need to hear. Come on.
You're so funny.
Look. I'm on the thing.
Look at you, put your mask on. You're so silly.
You are going to sign up for 21 days?
If I'm going to sign up for 21 more days, tell my mom that you want me to sign up for 21 more days. Oh. You're so funny.
All right now.
All right.
Get rest.
Thank you.
I'm taking a request. What y'all want me to sing? 10 seconds of a song.
At Last by Etta James.
At last, my love is coming along.
Hallelujah. Yes, sir. My lonely days are over.
Okay, well, who's singing this song? Either you sing
It's a
this
sing
one or
along.
you share it. I lost one bed.
Somebody give her the lyrics.
Let's
get to the chorus.
Big wheels keep on turning.
Turning,
Proud Mary keep on burning.
burning.
And we're rolling, and we're rolling, y'all. Rolling on the river. I hear harmonize over here. And we're rolling, rolling on the river. Dun, dun.
Do 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 do.
Eat the cake, anime.
Da da da.
Let's hear it for Kimberly.
Can I get your autograph? She look like a crackhead, yo. Look at her in my video.
Okay, who's next? Who's next?
Hey guys. So last night we were all just so tired. Like everybody was just like dying. No, not like the patients. Well, we do still have a lot of patient deaths actually, which is kind of weird. I guess it's not weird, but it's just kind of weird because we're getting like less patients and a lot of everything has slowed down, which is great. But many people are still dying each day. So it's like, don't forget that. But boy, oh boy, we're tired. Like, it's really funny because we were like, you know, I wanted to take Saturday night off, but they told me I couldn't. After they said that you can take a day off, but like I was saying in my other video, a lot of people are ending their contract, so we're gonna be short-staffed this weekend. So me and some of my other people in my bus were like, we're gonna like just tough it through because, you know, whatever. And then now people are like, well, you know, I'm gonna like call out or or I'm gonna take Tuesday off and stuff. So we're just like, you sell out. So I don't know, I'm gonna try to push through to you know, go back Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I got like 6 more nights. Just the thought of it is like, oh my gosh, but you know, I'm on the downhill. A lot of you guys were asking me, you know, like how I even got into this. I guess I never really like told you guys the story of like how I got this gig in the first place. So you know, I live in Miami, Florida, and I have a friend who lives in Deltona. I was visiting with her. She was having a birthday by herself because of social distancing. So a friend and I, another friend of ours from Minnesota, flew in to be with her, and then I drove up from Miami to be with her, and we just kind of like hung out with her for her birthday weekend. Well, the nurse who came, my friend who came from Minnesota, she was a nurse practitioner, and she was just like telling me how she's going to New York, you know, to help with crucial staffing and da-da-da. She was like telling me all about it, and I was like, what? Like, I want to go because, so, you know, I usually do emergency room, but recently I moved back home to Miami in October. I was living in Seattle, Washington for a year prior to that. And so I came back home in October of 2019 to Miami, and I got a permanent job as like a normal human being, 5 days a week, 8-hour shifts at a surgery center. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna like slow down, I'm gonna stop traveling. I always tell myself this, like, I don't know why I haven't learned by now that like it's just not gonna happen. I don't know, we'll see. So I got this permanent job at a surgery center, working Monday through Friday and like weekends off. So sweet gig. But then with this whole corona thing, the surgery center closed down. Well, they didn't close down, sorry. They like put me in furlough. So I was like, okay, so I pretty much just don't like have a job. For people who don't know what furlough is, it's like you're not laid off. The job still has kept you. You get to keep your benefits. You get to keep like your insurance and all that stuff. But the job, like, we don't really have any surgery. So it's kind of like nice because it's kind of like you're laid off, but you still get your benefits. And then when they start back, you can start back working. So I was like, they put me in furlough, so I had like, you know, time off and everything. So I was like, I could totally go to this. The only problem is, even though we're in furlough, they want to open the surgery center every Wednesday and have surgeries. I'm like, what is wrong with you people? But you know, like, Miami is so sketch. So they're like always scamming and doing stuff to try to make money. Not my surgery center, just Miami. So I was like, I'm going to take this opportunity to go. I'll figure out this whole Wednesday thing. Like, there's so many per diem and part-time staff. I'm like, maybe they will want to, like, take over. So I was like, how do I get in? We started calling. So apparently Crucial Staffing, I've never even heard of them. But they are, like, a disaster relief agency. So they specifically do just, like, kind of like disaster relief and, like, maybe strikes and stuff. I don't know. I'm still not too clear on like where they came from and what exactly they do, but they're not like your traditional nursing staffing agency. Like, you can't necessarily sign up with like, oh, I'm gonna go find a travel nursing assignment with Crucial Staffing. Like, it doesn't like work like that per se until like a disaster comes about or something. So it's kind of weird how they do it, because people have messaged me like, oh, do you have a recruiter that I can talk to that you can hook me up with and stuff like that, and it doesn't work like that. So how it is like they're very big on like Instagram and Facebook, Crucial Staffing, and with a K. And what they do is they post on their Facebook or their Instagram, whatever, like when their telephones are going live. So it's kind of like, you know, like back in the day, or even now, they're like, caller number 9, call into the radio station and you get free tickets to go see Justin Bieber. Like, that's pretty much what it was. So you have to like keep on calling. So they posted something, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try for the next time. They posted something and said like, all right, our phone lines are opening tomorrow for RNs at 1 p.m. Central Time. So pretty much you just keep on calling until you get in. So I started calling. That was like a Monday. I started calling, and I called, and then my friend from Minnesota was there. She helped call. We were calling from like 2 different phones. We called over 800 times. I ended up having to leave Deltona and be driving back home, and I was like calling still when I was on the road. I started calling at 1 p.m. and it was now like 6 p.m. and I still hadn't gotten through. So I was calling for like hours. I was calling actually 2 p.m. Eastern time. So I started calling. I was calling for 4 hours. Called over 800, like 900 and something times I called. And I finally got through, and I was shocked because like I was not expecting. I was kind of just like, Lord, if you want me to go, if you want me to be there, like, you will open the door. So I just kept calling, and you call and it just like gives you this signal, and then you just hang up. So I got through at like 6, and it was crazy because I must have been like some of the last few to get in, because after I got in, they put something on Instagram saying like, all right, phone lines are closed. Like, we've gotten all 500 nurses that we need. That happened like 20 minutes after I got accepted. So it was so crazy because it was like I got in just in the nick of time, it seems. Maybe like the last 20 people or so. So at that time, they pretty much like send you an email. That was like a Monday. And then I was leaving like 2 days later. They give you like 2 days notice or whatever. So I left. You know, JetBlue was giving free flights to healthcare workers. And so I got in. I was like, Lord, I guess that's where you want me to go. You made a way. There's thousands of nurses calling, and I happened to like get in. So I took that as a sign. And then I came out. So that's kind of just like how that worked and how that process went. So anybody else who wants to come in or who did come in, like that is how they got in. They just like kept calling. Caller number 9. And yeah, I'm interested in tonight, like where they're going to place me, because we're supposedly losing like 20 nurses at our hospital because of their contract ending. I don't know where these 20 nurses are, to be honest, because down in the ER, there's no nurse there that's older than our group. Like my group that came in, we like take up that entire ER, and then the group that came in just 2 days ago, there's a lot of them too. So I don't really feel like it's going to impact the ER because we don't like have any of those nurses, but I don't know if they're upstairs, I guess. So I think that upstairs, like the floor is going to be more short. So I'm interested to see if they're going to float me upstairs. Because I did tell the like scheduling nurse, I was like, you know, if you need help upstairs, you can send me up there. Because y'all, in the ER last night, I had one patient the entire night. I know some of y'all are like, that's sweet, that's so awesome, that's like a chill night. And it's like, yeah, but I be like so bored. Like, you know how hard it is to just like be up and staying awake for 12 hours and you only have like one patient? Like, if they're struggling upstairs or other people need help, I don't want to be down here sitting all night and they're struggling upstairs. I'd rather go and help. So we'll see if she sends me upstairs. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. Peace out.